I have to wonder what we wonder people did before social media and the internet, the World Wide Web. It used to be called a better, more honest than designation, web. Are we thinking that before 1990 something we were all well balanced, rational people living honestly in fairer communities? That seems to be the myth, and myth is the mother to conspiracy. My community, my ethnicity, my culture was deeply saturated in the mother of all conspiracy theories. For 1500 odd years, a universal religion, a deeply rooted authoritarianism that might have told me, had I not shared my misgivings, challenged doctrine that women are the source of evil in the garden, that some of us are chosen, and the genocidal God of Deuteronomy is my protector. This was not the only myth, though it tried very hard to be. Inquisitions, manifest destinies, discovery doctrines, witch burnings. There was McCarthyism, there was communism, Nazism, the myths of monarchy, all without Facebook and all murderous. And when Luther suggested God be democratized and the Bibles translated to be read by those who could, who were allowed to learn to read by the church, who ran the schools, there was a very similar hue and cry. During the tenure of our romanticized Cronkites, we should remember the secrets he revealed about Vietnam were near the end. What might have been had he or they been curious or told the truths about that war and lynchings, the war crimes that were Hiroshima and Nagasaki that we still can't make an honest film about. It is interesting to me that the exposure of the lie of American moral exceptionalism and Western superior civilization, the births of Black Lives Matter, Me Too, populist support for Palestinians of this world, homosexual rights, etc., ad infinitum, all happened or were accelerated in the era of social media. I've never liked racism and right-wingery, but they have always met and exchanged their ideas in clubs and beer kellers, hidden in castles and synods, seldom in agoras. The covered, hidden, secretive, oppressive, obedient Florence, opposed to the open, sunlit, roofless, anarchic Athens. Yes, we are a horrible lot. The deity has said so. Better out than in, exposed not hid, where we can address it. I suppose it is the Douglas Murray logic that the Nazis tried to hide their genocide, ashamed, but Hamas put their terrorism on iPhones. So, well, worse than the Nazis who kept it hid. I suggest we are very slowly, we could be coming out of a shadowy, unequal world into another light, and it is dangerous because it is strange. The world will no longer be controlled by the elites. I'm sorry. That control is indeed a conspiracy writ so deep we'll not see it. Most of our structures, educational and industrial, are ladders for ascending to elitedom. We love the elites. We just want to be in them. The myths of merit, so Roman. To be seen to be merit is a far cry from actually earning it. Some of the voices being heard on social media are not ones I like to listen to. I don't listen to them. I can turn them off. Some are. Most of them are exclamations, often rants like mine, a letting off of steam. It is a legacy of the academic classes, though, unfortunately. I opine, therefore I am. But that will pass. That it hasn't passed in academia is depressing, but at least we know. Young and brilliant, they come together. Hannity, yes, but Brianna Joy Gray too, and Anand here, Gerd Hardas. Never has there been such variety available, and it is dangerous. Life is dangerous. But I suggest that social media is an agora where the ugly and the beautiful will vie, and if beauty is what it's cracked up to be, it will prevail. The elitisms of the mainstream media, New York Times, Brahmin world, are at last being challenged, and lo, it's the elites who are complaining. To which Quote, yes, I know you're dissatisfied with your position and your place, but don't you understand that's not my problem? End quote. A generation, 2 generations, 3 ago, there was a thought gaining credence that the US does not have a two-party democracy. It is one with 2 wings, and both are deeply concerned about social media. The peasants, the Jeffersonian mob, are learning to read. Oh, panic! Yes, the discourse is slow and belligerent, but it will get better. It already has. I'm writing on my phone to a platform available to me on the internet. I do not miss the Pony Express, though I know who does. I remember Amy Klobuchar, a woman I like very much, saying verbatim, "We are working to protect the American people from social media." I heard Bowie singing 1984 in my head. That is the kind of move that needs not conspire. Too many of us think, oh, nice, Amy, she cares about us. And she does. Like Mom. Like Big Brother.